What's up, soul family and everyone out there in the world? This is Nihility Entity Tarot, and this is going to be a general reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses for the first half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Libra. Now, with that being said, the Sun is, of course, our actions, our viewpoints, and how we see the world around us, and it is going to be in the energies of mutable Earth, not mutable Earth, but cardinal Ale, initiating and creating new ways of how to think and communicate. So, with that being said, also, Libra was born out of the 7th house of relationships and how you relate to others. Now, you, Taurus, are fixed Earth, being fixated on your own ways of thinking and being practical. And Taurus was born out of the 2nd house of values and people, places, and things you value and where you plant seeds. So, with you being a Taurus, though, Taurus, well, you're going to be in conjuncting this energy of Libra, of the Sun being in Libra. So, with that being said, you're going to misunderstand how to initiate new ways of thinking and being thinking and communicating when it comes to being fixated on your own ways of thinking and being practical. Just find new ways of how to think and communicate about your own fixated energies, and that's where you can find the understanding during this time of the Sun transitioning the first half of the Sun of the sign of Libra. Now, I'm going to shuffle the Universal Celtic Tarot deck a couple more times, and then I will pull clarification cards from the Waite deck, and then end the reading off, pull 3 cards from the Moonology Oracle deck to end the reading off, and see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. So, let's see what cards you get for the first half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Libra. Okay, your overall energies of the reading, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses, is the 7 of Swords. So, you could be either dealing with deception during this time or mental tests. To be more exact, we're going to have to clarify this when we get to it. Now, your first card is the Fool card, which is Aries Energy. So, you could be dealing with an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars. Or you may have Aries in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Libra. But overall, there is a new beginning for you, and the universe and spirit I feel like wants you to embrace this new beginning for yourself and take the risks associated with this new beginning, but be careful to not be too reckless during this time of the Sun transitioning the first half of the sign of Libra. Now, your second card is the 7 of Pentacles. So the 7 of Pentacles represents you already have planted seeds, and you're in a trial and error phase with the seeds that you have planted. But you must also be, this is also a warning card of not to be impatient while putting the energy work into whatever seeds you have planted. Alright? Don't be impatient, but be patient and just continue to put the energy work into the seeds that you have already planted. And with that being said, also know that and be aware that it takes time for things to manifest down, at least here in the 3D. Alright? It takes time to manifest. It takes time to bring things down to density, but the more energy work you put into it and the more time you put into it, the more the closer you get for it to come to fruition for you. Now, your third card from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is talking about you transitioning from one location to another, either mentally or physically. You might be even moving, and as you can see here, the waters are choppy, so you're moving from unstable emotions or unstableness in general to greener lands, which you can see here with the greenery up on the top right of the card from where you're looking at. And with that being said, you're transitioning and the sun is coming up, so you're moving to a better place, a more happier place for yourself, either mentally or physically, during this time of the sun transitioning first half of the sun sign of Libra. Getting tongue twisted. Anyways, for the fourth card from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck, you get the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is talking about you dealing with choppy waters, which is unstable emotions, which may be putting you into the energies of wanting to go within and be a little bit introverted due to unstable emotions. Do your best to not let these unstable emotions affect you in a way for you to close yourself off from the world, but instead open yourself up and let yourself come out into the world without these unstable emotions affecting you during this time. Mind you, you are heading into a new beginning, so new beginnings can also bring that sense of unstableness, because you're going into an unknown territory where you don't really know what thoughts or feelings to gravitate towards, which can make you be in the energies of the Page of Cups, which is introverted energy. So watch yourself and be aware of that during the first half of the sun transitioning sign of Libra. Now your fifth card that you get from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck is the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is talking about victory and a place of victory, and you stepping into a place of victory during this time of the sun transition in the first half of Libra. So this is a really great card to see. It simply means that you've worked hard, or you're entering a place of victory once again. So good energies right here. There's not much else I can say about that. Now, for the sixth card that you get from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck, you get the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is talking about you being trapped within your mind, but in this particular Eight of Swords, you can see here the woman is free, and there's an owl above her, which the owl represents intuition. So by her using her intuition, she's able to break free from the chains that bind her, so to speak, with the Eight of Swords, because the Eight of Swords energy represents worry, anxiety, being trapped within your mind. But if you listen to your intuition and your emotions, and be aware that you're not trapped within your mind, that's your own doing, and you can break free at any time. By listening to your intuition, you will be able to break free during the first half of the sun transition in the sign of Libra. Now, with the seventh card from the Universal Celtic Tarot deck, you get the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is talking about you taking care of yourself and nurturing, or putting that emotions towards yourself, and putting emotions into what it is that you are working on and what you're wanting and desiring to do in your life, as well as putting emotions towards whoever you feel deemed worthy of, because just keep in mind that the Queen of Cups does not give her cup to just anyone. She only gives her cup to those that she feels deemed worthy of giving her cup to. So be careful who you give your cup to. Make sure they are for you. And well, you're a Taurus, so you do that already, but just don't spread your love all over the place. Be sure that they are worthy of your love before because we are also in Venus and Scorpio, so this is a good time to get stung or sting yourself when it comes to love in general. Alright? Now your 7th card for the Universal Culture Tarot deck is the Death card, which is Scorpio energy. So you could deal with the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Scorpio in your chart. And so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the sun, transitioning the sign of Libra. But overall, there is transformation happening in your life, and there's a form of death and rebirth. Death is just transformation and dying of an old thing and coming into a new thing. And through this transformation, you're entering, and this is very well, could be where you're entering the new beginning that you have for yourself, where we talked about earlier. Through this transformative process that you're going through, but we'll clarify that when we get to it. Now, with the 9th card from the Universal Culture Tarot deck, you get the 5 of Swords. So there is a sense of defeat here for whatever reason that may be. This sense of defeat may don't let the sense of defeat affect you in a way from deterring you from putting into work into the seeds that you've already planted, or you opening yourself up and becoming introverted, because that could do that. This energy is liable to put you into the energies of the Page of Cups. And don't let this energy of the 5 of Swords trap yourself in your mind. Accept the defeat that's happened, learn from it, extract the wisdom from it, extract the lessons that you can gain from this, whatever this defeat is coming from, and then move forward. And don't let yourself self-deceive yourself during this time of the sun transitioning in the first half of Libra. Now, let's clarify these cards. Starting with the 7 of Swords. So, what is the 7 of Swords clarified by? The 7 of Swords is clarified by the 8 of Swords. So, this is where the self-deception may be coming from, or is coming from, you feeling trapped within your own mind by your own doing. Remember what, and keep aware, or be aware of what I said about this 8 of Swords earlier. It's your own doing, so use your intuition and know that these swords, symbolically speaking, are behind you, meaning you can free yourself at any time, and all you need to do is use your intuition. Like I said, follow your emotions and don't let your thoughts get the best of you. Also, know and be aware and understand that your thoughts and feelings are not you. They are merely influences from the outside world, or you creating them within yourself to the external world. By you being a spirit of and a spirit being no thing, no shape, no form, you can break away from this energy by creating higher perspectives and positive thoughts and feelings moving forward. Just be aware and keep in mind to not let yourself self-deceive yourself during this time of the sun transitioning the first half of Libra. Now, clarifying the 4 card. The 4 card is clarified by the Queen of Cups. So, by you adding emotions within yourself and into what it is that you're working on, or what you want and desire to do for yourself, you're entering a new beginning for yourself during the first half of the sun, transitioning the sign of Libra. Alright, so, and this is also a card of, once again, like I said, with the first Queen of Cups, of you adding emotions to others around you during this time. So, but be aware of who you give your emotions to, and don't let yourself be used or get stung, as well as don't let yourself sting yourself. Be discerning of who you give your emotions to during this time, so that you don't sting yourself, like I said. But and keep in mind that the Queen of Cups only gives her cup to those that she feels deemed worthy of, and to she knows that it is okay to give a cup too. So keep adding emotions towards yourself, towards what you're working on and what you want and desiring to do, as well as others around you who you feel are being worthy of during the first half of the sun, transitioning the sign of Libra, so you can until this new beginning. Now with the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is talking about you planning for your future. This is a planning card. As you can see here, the man has the word in his hands, and he's planning what his life in general. So, and by looking at the bigger picture, also that's what that represents. By looking at the bigger picture of your life and planning accordingly, you'll be able to continue to put energy work into the seeds that you have planted during the first half of the sun, transitioning the sign of Libra. So plan accordingly and be discerning while doing so. This time is really a time of discernment for you, as well as breaking free from any mental chains so you don't self-deceive yourself. Now the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, not the Eight of Swords, Six of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is talking about you moving slow in a practical and methodical way, and thinking practical. Once again, just don't let yourself move too slow during this time, but you are moving slowly towards a mental transition or a transition in the physical world. Do what's best for your highest good and your betterment of your well-being, and don't procrastinate while doing so, because this is the slowest knight in the deck, and with the Knight of Pentacles can influence you to be can be an influence of procrastination for you during the first half of the sun, transitioning the sign of Libra. Now, with the Page of Cups, the Page of Cups is clarified by the Two of Swords. So this is why you are being a little bit introverted and a little unstable emotions, is because there's a decision that you need to make. As you can see here, the moon is on this on the Two of Swords. So follow your intuitions. Alright, follow your intuition, and then create thought forms based upon your intuition and your emotions, so you can move forward during the first half of the sun, transitioning the sign of Libra, and choose the best decision for you that is according to your highest good and betterment of your well-being during the first half of the sun, transitioning the sign of Libra. Now with the Six of Wands, the Six of Wands is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, so there is a lot of choices for you, or just the main choice that you're wanting to make. But this is also a card of adaptability, much like the Page of Swords. So adapt yourself and choose the best decision in the material world, and that's best for the betterment of your highest good and your well-being. And by doing so, you will be stepping into an energy of victory during this time of the sun transition in the first half of Libra. Now the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Emperor card, which is Aries Energy. So you could be doing an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Aries in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the sun transition in the sign of Libra. By you taking it, from you needing to take power and control over your life, it is putting you into the energies of being trapped within your own mind. Don't let yourself be trapped in your own mind. Do what's necessary to take power and control over what it is that you need to take power and control over, and be fatherly like with yourself as well as others around you during the first half of the sun transitioning the sign of Libra. Now, with the Queen of Cups, you get the Knight of Wands clarifying the Queen of Cups. So, I know I've been all over, I don't know why I'm like that, but I think it's because I just woke up. But whatever the case may be, the Knight of Wands is talking about you moving passionately towards what you want and desire in your life. And by doing so, you're going to be adding emotions towards yourself, as well as with that you're working on and what you want and desiring to do, as well as others around you, adding emotions to others around you as well. And this is coming from being passionately invested into going after what you want and desire during the first half of the sun transitioning the sign of Libra. Now the Death card is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is talking about you taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself, as well as nurturing what it is that you're working on and what you want and desiring to do, as well as nurturing others around you. Keep in mind this is a card of fertility, so if you're not trying to have children, use protection. But by nurturing yourself and taking care of yourself, as well as taking care of what it is that you're working on and what you're wanting and desiring to do in your life, you are entering a place of transformation for yourself during the first half of the sun transitioning the sign of Libra. Now, the last card, and definitely not least, being the Five of Swords, is clarified by the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is talking about you adding emotions and new emotions, and from these new emotions there is a sense of defeat. So I'm going to clarify this Ace of Cups real fast. Okay, Ace of Swords. So there is a sense of clarity or aha moment, and this aha moment or clarity is putting you into a sense of defeat. Like, you might have been a little flunked out in the past. Tried to throw in the Pyroman. But you might be a little flunked out in the past, and by doing so, or by being so, you'll finally come into the awareness of something, which we can see here with the Ace of Swords, and you're adding emotions towards whatever, or you're giving birth to new emotions from this clarity or this new idea for yourself, but it's causing a sense of defeat for yourself during the first half of the sun transitioning the sign of Libra. So just do what's necessary for you for your betterment, for your highest good. Do what's best for you for your highest good and the betterment of your well-being during this time, and don't let the sense of defeat affect you in a way to deter you off what you want and desire to do in your life during the first half of the sun transitioning the sign of Libra. Now let's move on to the Moonology Oracle deck. See what Mother Moon has to say to you through me. Okay, so your first card being the from Mother Moon to you through me is Full Moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So the end of a tough cycle is approaching as long as you follow your intuition, understand and understand that you are championing your own self in your own mind, and don't let that and by not letting yourself be trapped in your own mind, you will break free from the self-deception, and choosing what's best for your highest good and the betterment of your well-being will put you into the energies of victory, as we can see here with the Six of Wands, and the end of a tough cycle will be approaching for you during the first half of the sun transitioning the sign of Libra. Now, your second card from Mother Moon to you through me is Waning Moon. What do you need to release? So, what is it that you need to release during this time of the first of sun transitioning the first half of Libra? And it has to deal with anxiety and worry and being trapped within your own mind. Once again, there's something that you need to transform by and stemming from nurturing yourself and nurturing what it is that you want and desiring to do, as well as not letting this defeat get into the way or holding on to this defeat, and doing what's best for you in general during the first half of the sun transitioning the sign of Libra. So, what is it that you need to release during this time of said first half of the sun transitioning the sign of Libra? Ponder about this and then take action accordingly. That's the best advice that Mother Moon wants to give to you. Now, last card, but definitely not least, from Mother Moon to you through me, is Full Moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. So show the world the real you. Don't be afraid of showing the world the real you, which we can see here with you taking power and control of your life and what it is that you're wanting to do, which is bringing you into the energies of the Eight of Swords, but this taking power and control over your life and choosing what's best for you and your individuality and your highest good and the betterment of your well-being is bringing you into an energies of a new beginning for yourself. So don't be scared, don't be anxiety, don't trap yourself in your own mind, but instead show the world the real you during the first half of the sun, transitioning the sign of Libra. Now, with that being said, that'll be all for this general reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses. I hope this helped. I hope this brought clarity or aided you in any way. Shout out to the whole Soul family. Shout out to Dawn the Pyro Man. If you're looking for crystals and gems, go check out Lex Crystal Goddess or Salmon Sensation. If you're looking for hats, go check out VI Izzle. If you're looking for wands, go check out wands55.com. And with that being said, y'all be blessed. Remember that you'll never be less. Y'all take care and peace.